Anthony McFarland his first carry of the ball game. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
30-yard line.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line? Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. It's caught at the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 42 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Chiefs 0. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Bell, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
He was brought down by Avery Williamson. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Number 30.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs, nothing.
That's the reason we ball for.
Let's go one more. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey, we got 3 down.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eric Ebron, 60 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Chiefs nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And a 1st down, Chiefs.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Mahomes firing complete, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Chiefs.
Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williams. Williamson. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Roethlisberger will hand a counter. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
James Conner on
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Now here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
2nd and 6 at the Steelers' 35-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes flush to his right. He'll run it, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down, eluding the pressure right. And Robinson with a big catch. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
On the throwaway. It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Thrown away and incomplete.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 33. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. Buying time to his left. And incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
He's brought down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
And he's into the clear. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, 69 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, I guess honest, when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Bud Dupree, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's second down.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 26. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Chris Boswell.
Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Bud Dupree able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
3rd down. 3rd and 11.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And going deep for Hill. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Number 10.
Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
This is Connor. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Number 30, James Conner.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with the lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On the play. 2nd and 10.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Steelers 42. Chiefs 8.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
I don't think you got it, son. 51's Mike. Mike 51.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st.
Complete to Miko.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Chiefs.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards. 1st down, Chiefs.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
On 1st down, Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Now Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
On the run is Conner. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Hands to James.
A gain of 3, second down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Conner. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Again, a run with Conner. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Chiefs, 16.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Mahomes now on first down. Caught out left side by Robinson. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
At the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
DeMarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one.
And it's 3rd and 4.
And 4 yards to go.
Now it's Mahomes again. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Touchdown.
That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense, trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
And here's Edwards-Helaire.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2nd and 12.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster.
Roethlisberger's pass.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd.
Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Final score, Steelers 50.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball.